Hello and welcome to Inside Edition, where we discuss national, regional, and international issues in depth. The Republic of India and the Kingdom of Bahrain enjoy deep-rooted, outstanding mutual relations and constant cooperation in various fields. Such ties are highly supported by the two countries' leaderships and consolidated through the exchange of fruitful visits that result in further expansion of aspects of collaboration on several aspects. To talk more about that, we are pleased to be joined here at the studio by His Excellency the Indian Ambassador to Bahrain, Mr. Piyush Srivastava. Right after this. Hello and welcome back. Joining me in the studio is His Excellency the Indian Ambassador to Bahrain, Mr. Piyush Srivastava. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me over at this prestigious Bahrain TV studio.
Thank you so much. Mr. Ambassador, the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Republic of India have always enjoyed deep-rooted, outstanding relations that span over 50 years. Tell us more about the history of these relations and the stages of their development.
This is a momentous occasion. We are celebrating Golden Jubilee of diplomatic relations between India and Kingdom of Bahrain. But as you are aware, our relations are civilizational. Our cultural and trade connect, and above all, the friendship between our peoples dates back to thousands of years, to the period of Indus Valley and Dilmun civilizations. Bahraini traders had the flourishing trade of pearls with spices from India. Many Indian families came to Bahrain and settled over here over 2 centuries ago. With the regular exchange and interaction of high-level visits and between the officials of the two countries, our relationship has steadily progressed. And today it covers all domains of issues of mutual interest in bilateral, regional and multilateral arena.
Right, that's beautiful. That's very interesting. I mean, the romantic thought of the Silk Road and the Spice Road and all these things that we've seen in history books and everything, to actually see its actuality on earth between India and Bahrain, because of the great location of Bahrain into the Middle East and then to the Western areas, and because of India's vast culture and history. How do you value the keen interest of Bahrain and India's leadership to bolster the relations between these two countries?
The visionary leadership of our two countries have constantly guided our bilateral relations through regular exchanges and bilateral visits. The state visit of His Majesty the King to India in 2014 had set the roadmap of our present bilateral engagement. Prior to that, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince visited in 2012.
Yes.
More recently, the visit of Honorable Prime Minister of India in August 2019 has provided a further boost and diversified our bilateral cooperation. The strong commitment, vision and guidance of our leadership has taken our relations to greater heights, deeper engagement and broaden bilateral cooperation.
Absolutely. You saying that is important because the visit of His Excellency the Prime Minister to Bahrain actually boosts a lot of morale when it came to the Indian expats here. He even put the cornerstone for a very, very important temple here in Manama, and it meant so much. So how do you, how do you relate to these kind of relationships that are not just on the political and diplomatic field, but also in the cultural and the deep-rooted religious even fields?
Our relationship at the government level is very strong. But I would say the strength of our relationship lies in the friendship between our people. The relations which we have over centuries, since thousands of years. India, as I already said, the Indian community came here and settled over here over 2 centuries ago, and they feel comfortable. They take Bahrain as their second home, if not the first home,
Yes,
I would
yes.
say. And at the temple which you have mentioned, this 200-year-old
Yes.
Srinathji temple, is also a symbol of our strong
Absolutely.
historical connect. I would say Bahrain has been a preferred destination for the Indian community.
Yes.
Uh, a lot of credit goes to the visionary leadership of the country
Yeah.
and the policies of tolerance and coexistence, which has given our community an environment where they not only excel professionally but also enjoy a comfortable family and social life.
Absolutely.
And I take this opportunity to also express our thanks and appreciation to the leadership and government of Bahrain for providing such environment.
Absolutely.
So you are right, our relations are the people to people connect, and relations are a strong bond between the relations of our two countries.
Yes. Your Excellency, that bond is very important, and that bond is only possible because of these strong diplomatic bonds. How did these visits exchange actually affect the relationship between Bahrain and India?
Regular high level exchanges and visits are actually a hallmark of any successful bilateral relation. It is no wonder that the regular exchange of visits, interaction between the official side as well as the high level political visits have been a hallmark of our ties also.
Yeah.
This trend, I have already given the historical connect. I won't get into details of the visits which have taken place earlier, but
Yeah.
I would rather like to highlight that even during the COVID times,
Yeah.
when travel was not easy, this trend continued. Our foreign ministers visited each other countries.
Yes.
Uh, Last month, our Minister of State for External Affairs was in Bahrain.
True.
Our Ministers of Oil and Youth Affairs and Sports held the video conference. This is all in the last 1 year alone.
Yes.
The third meeting of High Joint Commission as well as bilateral mechanisms in the area of health, renewable energy, and security and counter-terrorism
Yes.
have also met.
Yeah.
So this constant engagement and interaction have actually provided continuity to our relations.
Yes.
Our relations are strong and covers today all areas of political, security, economic, trade, education, and cultural domains.
These kind of cooperations are very important, and they further the fields for both countries in whatever they might attempt in the future for their citizens. My question to you: can you expand a little bit on the joint trade and the economic relations specifically?
Yeah, trade and economic relations have been a key component of our bilateral ties. Our trade relations go back to the centuries. Both governments have focused on intensifying this cooperation. Further, the post-COVID economic revival efforts of both governments and the new initiatives and focus on attracting investment has opened up a lot of opportunities for our bilateral trade and economic cooperation. There are positive signs. I would
Yeah.
like to share some of them.
Please do.
Bilateral trade figures for this year so far are 40% higher than the corresponding period last year.
Wonderful.
And I must add here that last year was almost the same level as the previous year.
Although there was a pandemic.
Yeah, we should not understand that pandemic has decreased, so base
No.
has gone down. So that's a good news, and we expect that our bilateral trade will be well over $1 billion.
Yes, yes.
India is the 6th largest investor in Bahrain with a cumulative investment of around $1.25 billion. Bahraini investments into India are also on rise.
Yeah.
Having said this, I must say there is a lot of potential and opportunities for further intensifying this. Some areas which I can say is the health and pharmaceuticals,
Yes.
IT and big data, food security, and energy. And both sides are working constantly. At the embassy, we are facilitating, very actively facilitating interaction between the business community of two sides to further strengthen our trade and economic cooperation.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Actually, there were a lot of MOUs that were signed over the years that are now being actually executed,
That's
and
true.
that's wonderful to know. Actually, the INS Kochi made its way to the Kingdom of Bahrain recently, marking the 50th anniversary of the joint relations. Can you tell us more about that, and what is further planned for this occasion?
I actually was waiting for this question. This is a milestone year. We are celebrating 50 years of our journey together of diplomatic relations. Accordingly, both governments have planned celebrations in a grand, befitting manner. We have already launched the logo in September this year. I look forward to the historic occasion of illumination of iconic Babel at Bahrain in Indian tricolors, and also the historic monument of Qutub Minar in India in Bahraini national colors.
Right.
What a sight it would be. I am really excited.
It is.
I also take this opportunity to thank Bahraini Authority for Culture and Antiquities, who have put up a wonderful bouquet of week-long celebrations at Little India in Bahrain. These events will involve participation of artists from both countries,
Right.
will display handicraft cuisine, and also seminar webinars which focus on our historical connect,
Right.
the rich heritage of our two countries, and the diverse aspects of bilateral relations. The events will start from tomorrow, and also I would say that in the cultural hall we have also planned some musical events. So I look forward to participation of our Bahraini friends
Definitely.
and the Indian community in all these celebrations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the embassy also give out some kind of information about it?
I think I must, through your channel,
do.
actually inform that we had a press conference when BACA has already given an outline of the activities.
Right.
Please keep looking at our social media handles, both embassy as well as BACA. We will be putting out on a daily basis the schedule of events and activities which are lined up
Wonderful.
for the celebrations.
Wonderful. The embassy has several goals: the cultural goals, the taking care of the Indian citizens, the communicating the economic relationship between both countries. But also, as part of its goals, the embassy launched several initiatives to consolidate the mutual relations. Can you tell us more about these?
Yeah, as I said that we are holding these celebrations on this momentous occasion to celebrate our civilizational connect, our strong bilateral relations. I would also say that this is an occasion also to recommit ourselves to work towards further strengthening the long-standing dynamic partnership
Right.
between our two countries.
Right.
And as I have already explained that during the last 1 year, we have had so many bilateral mechanisms, meetings of bilateral mechanisms
Right.
in diverse sectors, as well as also a lot of events which involves people's participation.
Absolutely.
And we will continue with the same. There are a lot of high-level visits planned
Yes.
for remaining part of this year as well as next year. And I would say that our relations today are quite strong.
Yes.
And these, in addition to the traditional areas, we are also moving to strengthen cooperation in the new and strategic areas of space, maritime security,
Yes.
fintech, and renewable energy.
Yes. All of these cooperations, as we said, will progress both countries' plans for their future. And we've actually attended several meetings. Indian businessmen meeting that was here it's here almost annually, but that by itself tells you the vast amount of business that can be traded and initiatives that can be done in both countries.
Yes, I must say that during the pandemic year also we have organized a number of webinars and B2B meetings,
Yeah.
of course virtually in these times.
Of course.
And some of the sectors were health and pharmaceuticals and also infrastructure, which is also a very traditional area of cooperation.
They boosted.
So I hope that as COVID situation is improved in both countries, we will see more physical visits, and some of these ideas will actually turn into strengthened collaboration, both in terms of bilateral trades as well as investment.
Inshallah, hopefully. How do you see the relationship progressing, and what are the embassy's future plans to further enhance them in all fields? I mean, you mentioned what the projects are that are upcoming, but how do you want to expand them more? More awareness for merchants, more awareness for businessmen, or is there a different way that the embassy will attempt this?
Actually, at the embassy level, we are actually committed for supporting businesses of both sides for whatever information. In fact, we are actively partnering with the trade organizations and also with Bahrain India Society, which is a very unique society involving the prominent Bahraini as well as Indian businessmen.
Very active also.
Very active. We are also planning out strategies of providing further information, actual information, to facilitate greater engagement, both in terms of trade and investment. And also, as you say, going forward, this region is a very important region for India. With Bahrain as well as with the GCC countries, India has historical relations.
Right.
We have a huge, large Indian diaspora which is working in these countries for a very long time. And then also a lot of trade and energy interest passes through this region. So we are looking for much closer partnership in all areas, in the trade, in security, in strategic areas, in cultural fields, and also strengthening the friendship between our two peoples.
Absolutely. We've witnessed so many cooperations between the two countries. You've mentioned some of the future cooperations, whether in the field of medicine, pharmaceuticals, military, maritime, all these different areas. But Bahrain has become a model for the way it's dealing with the pandemic specifically. It has provided all related services for free for citizens in addition to the residents, including tests, vaccinations. How do you value that, and how did it further bolster these joint cooperations, knowing that India actually provided one of the main vaccines that has been given to a lot of people?
Bahrain is among the countries who have successfully dealt the COVID-19 pandemic. The kingdom's care of its citizens as well as residents is exemplary. The efforts were led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister himself. I take this opportunity to first of all convey our sincere thanks and appreciation to His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and the government of Bahrain for ensuring the welfare of our expat community, of which Indians forms the majority in these difficult times, including providing free medical and the vaccination.
Right.
As far as bilateral cooperation is concerned, I don't have to elaborate. We all know that it is an exemplary cooperation between our two governments. Started with the telephonic conversation between His Majesty the King and Honorable Prime Minister of India in April last year. They discussed the cooperation, and since then our foreign ministers as well as our ministries of health, civil aviation and other relevant agencies have been in touch.
Right.
So without getting into the details which we all are aware, whether it is in terms of vaccine, medicines, support to the community, their travel through Vande Bharat mission and air bubble arrangements.
Yes.
We all cooperated very closely. I would say this has again shown the resilience of our relations, and going forward I see a very bright future and diversification of these relations to a lot of opportunities which have also emerged due to the post-COVID economic revival measures taken by our two government. Health and pharmaceuticals is of course the key factor alongside the IT and big data.
Definitely. It was not only pharmaceuticals, including the vaccine Covishield, but on a humanitarian level, the relationship between India and Bahrain was very strong in attempting or in fighting this pandemic. The Indian community here in the kingdom has a very highly valued contribution to the development of Bahrain. I mean, you talked about the healthcare in Bahrain. We know that a big number of them are from the Indian community providing nursing and medical services. Other than that as well, we're talking about the IT sector. We have big companies in Bahrain owned by Indian expats that live here now. So what can you tell us about how that development of the community here and how they contributed to the development of Bahrain? And how does your government and Bahrain's government collaborate specifically in this field?
Government of India highly values the contribution of our Indian diaspora, not only for our national development, but also promoting Indian cultural and heritage abroad.
Yes.
The vibrant and dynamic community in Bahrain has contributed to the economic development of the kingdom, and also played a significant part in promoting our cultural, trade and economic bilateral ties. As you said, that they have been present in almost all spheres. I mean, I can name a few of them. They are there in health sector, in IT sector. They are in a number of companies, and also in the oil sector, construction sector.
Right.
We have our communities present, ranging from owning the big businesses, CEOs, managers, doctors, professionals, to the skilled workforce level also.
Yes.
Their contribution has been acknowledged by the leadership of our two countries. I am actually overwhelmed by their enthusiasm towards all events which we celebrate for our bilateral relations, particularly for this Golden Jubilee celebrations.
Yes.
In a sense, it's also a celebration of their own contribution to the economic development of the kingdom. I look forward to celebrating this joyous occasion with the community members and the Bahraini friends over a week-long period starting from tomorrow.
Absolutely. Before we end today's show, a word from you to the community, to the people that will be a part of these celebrations.
I have already said that we are having this, it's a great occasion. It's a celebration of our 50 years of journey of diplomatic relations together. But as I said, our relations are much older, very strong. These are civilizational. So I look forward to joining all of you in these celebrations, which Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities together with the embassy has planned over the next week. It's a very diverse event. It shows a lot of cultural events from both sides, from India, from Bahrain, and also the seminars which focuses on different aspects of our relationship. Please join us in these celebrations.
Yes. And we will put the information, as you said, it will be available on the social media of the embassy, as well as Baca. Thank you very much for being with us and answering our questions today, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor being present in this studio.
Hopefully again soon. And we would like to thank you, dear viewers, for watching us, and we'll see you next week in another episode of Inside Edition.